Now we have to learn inside and outside, the concepts of inside and outside. This concept, how it can be used in everyday life, in school and everywhere they use this. However, we do not know whether everybody has understood this completely. We need to understand this and teach them the concepts accordingly. At first, at the concrete stage, we teach using the teaching materials, that is, using TLMs. We proceed. Then we give them activities. Let us see how this is done. This solid object and these square counters are taken. Let us do this activity. How do we talk to the children? Let us consider this as a box, okay? This is a blue color square counter. This is a yellow color square counter, right? Where are these square counters placed? They are outside. They are on the table, yes. Are they inside this box or outside? They are outside, right? Now let us place them one by one into the box. Shall we put them here? Now you tell me, where are the square counters? They are inside, right? Very good. Now I will take each one out. Where am I placing them? Outside this box, taken from this box and kept outside. Shall we do this activity using a different toy? Now, let us do the same activity using different materials. What are these called? Yellow cubes. And this is a solid object. This solid object is empty. Let us use it as a box. Are these inside the box or outside? They are outside, right? Let's place them here one by one. Where are the cubes now? Where are the yellow cubes now? Some are inside the box and some are outside the box. You can call some students and ask them to do the activity. Ask them to place them in the box. This is how we can include the children also in the activity. Now, all these are inside. This activity, not just by using TLMs, we can do this using commonly available items. It could be leaves, flowers, seeds, all these can be used for these activities. We can ask the children to get these things, to get whatever is available, whatever has a lot of color. If we ask them to get some small toys, they'll get them happily and participate. When we ask them to get something and take responsibility, when they get involved completely, they develop ownership. They'll be happy that they learned everything with what they brought. We must encourage it. We have done till now all the activities in the concrete stage. The children can be involved in the activities in the classroom. That is, in the classroom, using a chalk, they can draw a circle. We can make the children stand all around in a circle. We call this circle time. Make the children stand in center of the circle. Call them one by one. Come stand in the middle of the circle. While inside, clap 2 times. And then step outside. By this, what happens? They understand the concept of inside and outside. The same thing can be done at the representation stage. Young children, small children, will be enthusiastic to share their ideas or show it through pictures. We should create an opportunity in the class. This may be used in this way of teaching. Now, inside and outside, how this can be taught through representation. Very easy. There is no rule to do it only like this. Most of you teachers, you're all very creative. In a creative way, you can do it in your own unique style. Now, we are drawing a picture. The picture of a school bag or any bag for that matter. Now, what is there inside this bag? What can we fill? Can you show this in a picture? When you come to school, you bring your books. Will you draw the book? You bring books. What else do you bring? You bring the pencil box, right? Will you draw the pencil box inside this bag? There is a pencil box. What else do you bring? Do you bring chocolates? Shall we draw the chocolates? Come on, let's draw the chocolates. Let's see. How many chocolates did you bring? Many chocolates? Draw them all. Draw how many ever you want. After that, where have you kept the water bottle? See, there is a space outside in this bag to keep the water bottle. I will draw here. Where will you draw? Inside this bag, there is a book, pencil box, chocolates. Whatever you have drawn, everything is in this bag. Only water bottle I drew outside. Where have you drawn it? Can you show me? If we give them an opportunity to participate, if we allow them to represent what they like, if we give them the opportunity, they will learn very happily. Not only this, after this activity, let us talk to them. Let us talk with the children. In our daily lives, where do we use these concepts? Where do we use inside-outside concepts? The word concept is a big word for the children. Can you tell me where we use these words? We can ask them. Then they will say, the chocolate is in my mouth. It's inside my mouth. Or we can show them a photo frame. Your picture is inside the photo frame. We can say that. Today, whoever is present, they are inside the class. Whoever is absent, they are outside the class. We can say that. Look at the lunch plate. Rice and curry are inside the plate. Is the water glass inside the plate? No, it is outside the plate. Like this, encourage them to give more ideas, to come up with more inputs. They'll do it and learn happily. Now, what is our task? We have taught them, conducted activities, and created an opportunity to represent. But we have to see whether they have learnt it properly or not. We need to evaluate everything we teach. What mistakes can the children make? We spoke about inside and outside. Did they understand inside as inside? Or are they confused? Are they mixed up? That check again. We should ask the children to put them inside again. Give it in his hand. Ask him to put it inside. Does he put it inside or outside? Then we will understand whether he understood the concept or not. Or up or down. Where else does he keep it? If he keeps it elsewhere, he didn't understand the concept clearly. We will have to teach them again. We need to do a few more activities and teach them patiently and then proceed to the next activity, to the next lesson.